Hi Steve.
Hi Chris.
Last time we talked about the scale of the content being created. 402 million terabytes a day. That's thousands and thousands of brand messages that people are getting hit with. So today, I would like to understand the commercial side of this. So what's the actual cost to brands of getting this wrong?
More than most people realise, and the data is quite striking. There's a recent report, for instance, from a major piece of research from System 1 and Effie and Andrew Tyndall called the Creative Dividend. And it found that creative quality now delivers a 21 times profit multiplier. And that's up from 12 times just 2 years ago. So the commercial value of creativity has nearly doubled in the last 2 years.
So it makes sense that brands should be investing in great creative.
Yes, you think so. But 41% of marketers now see creativity as a risk. 60% lack confidence in their own tools and training, and short-termism correlates 91% with digital media spend. So instead of investing in creativity per se, the industry is doubling down on volume, more content, more often, with less thought behind it.
And that has a direct cost?
A huge one. Dull campaigns pay back 40% less. Entertaining ads achieve 45% share growth compared to just 20% of the least entertaining, and 2 in 10 viewers can't even name the brand an ad is for, and that's money being burned.
So what does good look like?
Well, when brands get it right, the returns compound. Emotional campaigns drive profits up by 43% over 3 or more years, compared to 23% for rational campaigns, and consistency amplifies everything, with a 2.9 profit multiplier when creative quality is delivered consistently over time. Plus, remember, 95% of purchasing decisions are subconscious, with emotions directly influencing which brands are chosen. So this isn't soft thinking, it's the hardest commercial data there is.
So the gap between doing this well and doing it badly is enormous.
It's the potential difference between a 21 times return and burning budget. And most organisations don't have the tools to know fully which side of that line they're on.
So what's the one thing people should take away from this, Steve?
The one thing people should take from this is that when creativity is worth 21 times multiplier, every single piece of content counts. Not the amount of content, every piece of content. You can't afford to contribute to the noise. The Extraordinary Brand Framework helps you understand exactly where your brand is creating value and where it's losing it, based on all of the research that we've used and all of the methods and all the pillars within the framework. So when creativity is worth 21 times multiplier, every piece of content counts. The gap between extraordinary creative and dull content isn't marginal. It's the difference between 21 times returns or a 40% penalty.
That's really interesting stuff, Steve. Really, really interesting. So next time we're going to talk about trust and why relationships between brands and people is fundamentally shifting.
And that's the conversation that changes how you think about everything we've discussed so far.